This guy had the audacity to tell me, "Oh, why are you being so hostile?" And I paused for a second. I was so confused. I was like, "How am I being hostile?" Because I stated that we need to expedite this conversation. If you were calling about a property that I'm trying to sell, let's talk about it. But ask me direct questions. Don't ask me framework questions or questions that throws me through a sales process, nonetheless. So, but ultimately, he said I was being hostile, and after he said I was being hostile, I was like, yeah, brother, I'm just gonna end this call because, that's never a response you should give anybody. Once someone puts someone through a process, when that person was trying to put someone through a process, they don't know what to do, so they run out of words, and they just ultimately reflected that the person that they're talking to is being hostile. And I was like, it's very interesting that someone could be hostile in a conversation when you should be well prepared to talk to someone. If someone tells you, how do we expedite this conversation, you got to get straight into your spill, but if you don't know what to respond when someone states that, that means you might not know what you're talking about. That means you might not know what you were there to say. That means you might be reading off of a script. And if you're reading off of a script as a salesperson, that's not the best way to go about it, because I've been doing this for a while, and what I know is that it just means, one, you don't know what you're doing. And if it doesn't go according to the script, then it's like they get thrown off their pivot and they don't know what to do, so they start saying things that don't even make sense. And ultimately, what I want you guys to take away from this clip that I'm giving you guys, ultimately, is that don't go off of a sales process. Try to actually build rapport when you're talking to people. Actually try to build rapport when you're selling or closing. Actually try to bring value, regardless if you get good results or bad results, because as long as you're giving value, as long as you're being real, as long as you're being authentic, you're not closing, you're actually building.